Okie dokie guacamole. So, hi guys. I am so relieved to be done with this video. Okay, so you just saw the sketch and the line art. I'm doing the line art. But quick story, this, I'm not gonna lie, was not a fun video to make because it took so much time. Something was wrong with the export and it wouldn't export. Oh man. But I worked really hard on it, so I bet the title's gonna be the first time doing digital art. I lied. This is not my first time doing digital art. This is my first time finishing a digital art piece. A complete digital art piece. It took me a long time to learn the program, which is why this took me so long to do, is because I didn't know the program. I don't know how to use Photoshop, but my sister had Photoshop and I was like, hey, let's try Photoshop. It's the fancy stuff, you know? So what I did, what I'm doing now is basically coloring in the background because it helps to see your values. So I just did like this mid-tone gray, and I was looking at the reference, and this is what it looks like. I will leave the video in the description. Right here, you will see the picture. Sorry that the video is so jumpy. I had to speed it up a lot. Also, the pen kept not working unless I pressed it a certain way. It kept just going back to the eraser tool and not the pen tool for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with the pen or the tablet. It was just super annoying. So yeah, that's what happened also. So the reason why I have this reference is because it's a draw this in your style challenge, as you can see in the picture that I showed you. So I was really upset because after I finished the drawing, I realized that I forgot some of the detail. Like it says Echo on, I think, I don't quite remember, on his little pocket-ish jacket thing. I don't know, it just says Echo. And I also forgot a little bit of detail on the shoe. You know, I don't hate this piece, it's just that it took me so much longer than I expected. It was partly because I don't know really how to use digital art. I want to do a little bit more digital art pieces, like maybe next video I will do a video on how I'm trying to be more flowy. So maybe I'll do like a 1 hour challenge, but like digitally, so I can like get quicker at this and stop taking so long. It speeds up so much. And right now I'm just blocking in the colors because I thought like, oh, use the paint bucket tool, but for some reason it kept bleeding into the other things, and I checked and there were no gaps in the line, so I don't know why I did that. I use this technique for like the line art in the circles to get a perfect circle. I know there's a perfect circle tool now, but before I didn't, so I just took a round brush and made it bigger, put it on, and then took the eraser, lowered it down, and dabbed it, and kind of made this. Am I making sense? Probably not. And I'm coloring in some background more, like the blue sky and everything. This is where I start to add the eyes. I don't know. I have a specific style eyes that I do, but I've never drawn a robot before. I don't know how to do that. I just went with my regular eyes, but it's kind of weird because it almost looks like human eyes, even though it's not a human. And yeah, I'm just really cleaning stuff up now. The cleaning up process took me so long. I think the reason why digital art takes me so long is because I can focus on the details so much. I blurred out the line art, and because I thought it was way too harsh of a line. And then I realized I really did want that harsh of a line. It looks bad and choppy and blurry. So I didn't know how to bring back the harshness to the line because I put a blur layer to it. So I just had to redo the line art, and I was so frustrated because, oh my gosh, I don't know how to use this program. And then I realized a little bit of flaws in my anatomy, but I wanted it to be very just square. I wanted it to be shape language sort of thing, but I don't know if I really did that. And I wanted to do kind of noodly legs because in the picture it was kind of noodly legs. And I like doing noodly arms and noodly legs too. I don't know how to do it with the anime art style. I don't want to be really anime art style, but I do at the same time. It's complicated. I'll discuss it in another video maybe if you want to hear it. But yeah, now just going back to line art. Oh, I really missed that bulkiness in the second line art that I did. Ugh. So yeah, I wanted to do like really harsh shading, like, and then lower the opacity to get the right opacity in my thing. So yeah, I kept getting mixed up with the layers. That's also really frustrating. I also realized that on that side there was a sad face on the side that you see the arm facing, and then the other side was a happy face. I don't think anyone's gonna notice unless I mention this, but it still bothers me. I'm so detail oriented, which is why digital art takes me so long, because I really can get all the details and I want it to be perfect, so perfect, and making it so perfect I feel like takes away the quality of art, like those nice little mistakes that make your art have life to it. I'm just really bad at digital art, and I really admire, oh, see, I'm doing the circle technique right now, so, yeah. I really admire digital artists that can really bring life to their piece. And to do digital art, I can't do that, I just can't. I don't know why, that's why, if you want to see it, I'm probably going to do it anyway. I'm going to do like an hour digital piece, meaning I time myself and I only take an hour to do it maximum. Sketching, the coloring, everything. Just an hour to take. I don't care. Just an hour. So yeah, it was draw this in your style challenge. If you want to join, actually, you can. I think still join. I'm not 100% sure. She hasn't made the video yet because she said she's gonna make a video about it, like once you do it. So I think you can still join. So yes, this is when I start to trying to use the circle tool, but I gave up because it just, I don't know, the circle tool wasn't working for me. I prefer it the other way. So yeah. You can get actually perfect straight lines by dotting it, the line art, and then doing control, or is it shift S, and then pressing where you want it to end. Am I making any sense? And just, you can shift S, whatever, you know. You can look this up. I'm not good at explaining stuff. Yeah, it was her 4K, which is why you see 4K on her thing, like her 4K, like, oh, I reached 4K. And I'm so happy for her, like, that's so cool. Oh, I'm so happy for her. I love her art. So it says 4K on the shoe. I really wanted to get all the detail. I ended up not because I forgot. It wasn't as bulky and as shape-oriented as I wanted it to be, and I'm very sad and disappointed about that. Yeah, I don't know what that thing is. I don't know if it's compass or anything, like that circle line thing, but whatever. I didn't exactly like the position that it was in, so I was going to change it and make it bigger. And now I'm just adding more shading. And I decided to add red near the skateboard because this red skateboard would eliminate, like, put red light on the shadows. So I just did really red light and put it over with red. Now I'm doing the background. Oh, the background. That I don't like the background. I don't. I spent so long. Well, actually not that long. I think this is like the quickest part of the thing. But at the same time, I did take so long, and I skipped a lot of it in the video because I was like, oh, it's not the big of a deal. So I paused the recording because I'm like, I'm just gonna be doing the same thing over and over again. But I changed it a lot during it, so. Yeah, I wanted to do trees. I wanted him to do skating in a park, kind of like this down angle, so like hit a skateboard, so I wanted to do that. And yeah, I just kind of made the leaves and then copied and pasted them and then changed them a little because I didn't want it to be too similar to everything. And now I'm just adding, copying and pasting the trees. But then I realized I did the tree way too back. Just way too back. And I did the first tree on the wrong layer, so I couldn't do trees behind it. Oh, wait a second, I just realized how I could have done that, but, it's too late. We can't regret everything that we've done, even though I regret everything that I've done in this piece. There's so many things that I realized I could have done now. So I added the grass and copied and pasted. I really hated that, because oh my gosh. I'm looking back and I'm like, no, you don't do that. You just put a blank layer and then add some detail into it. Not too much. It just looks bad. Stop. So yeah, I changed the grass to a little bit more bright later, and yeah, I thought the sky was dull, so I added a little bit different on the sky. A little bit more bright, I'm adding texture to the sidewalk because I was like, hey, it needs more texture, so yeah. And then lowered the opacity to it to add texture, and then I blurred it, did a Caucasian blur. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you like this video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can see my new videos every single time I post. Koodles, my noodles, and don't forget to draw a poodle.